Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal preparing £30 million transfer bid after rejecting Sam Johnstone transfer, and then we're going to look at Arsenal willing to offer Leicester 2 players to sweeten James Maddison's swap deal. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal preparing £30 million bid after rejecting Sam Johnstone transfer. So the reports are stating that Arsenal are ready to seal a deal for their primary goalkeeper targets. Arsenal are preparing a bid worth £30 million for Sheffield United goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale, according to reports. The Gunners have snubbed West Bromwich Albion's Sam Johnstone and made Aaron Ramsdale their priority target this summer. According to TalkSport, Arsenal are readying an offer worth £30 million to lure Ramsdale to the club. Mikel Arteta is seeking a replacement for current number 1 Bert Leno, who struggled for form in a tough 2020-2021 season. The Gunners have recently been linked with a potential £10 million move for West Brom keeper Sam Johnstone. However, all focus is now on Aaron Ramsdale. Sheffield United are unlikely to play hardball over Ramsdale's future following their relegation to the Championship. Also have been active in the summer transfer window so far as Mikel Arteta and do gear up for a critical 2021-2022 season. The club have already welcomed Benfica left-back Nuno Tavares for £8 million and Anderlecht midfielder Albert Sambi Lokonga for £17 million. Also have agreed a staggering £50 million deal to sign Brighton centre-back Ben White, who will undergo a medical upon his return from holiday on Monday. Aaron Ramsdale's arrival would push Arsenal summer spending above £100 million as they look determined to improve on their dismal 8th place Premier League finish last term. The story comes after Ryan Taylor explained that the Gunners were expected to make a bid for Aaron Ramsdale imminently. Also expected to make a formal bid for Sheffield United goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale in the coming weeks, he said in Taylor's Tuesday transfers column. The Blades are looking for around £20 million for their number 1. He rejoined the club from Bournemouth last summer for a fee of £18.5 million. It can be confirmed that the Cherries successfully negotiated a sell-on clause in their deal, meaning they'll receive a small cut, 15% of any figure Arsenal are willing to pay. Mikel Arteta would like Aaron Ramsdale to provide competition for Bert Leno, who could still leave the club should a suitable offer arrive, with a view to becoming first-choice goalkeeper between the sticks. Arsenal look to be closing in on their primary goalkeeper target as preparations continue for the 2020-2021 campaign. He would likely be the fourth arrival at the Emirates Stadium this summer as Mikel Arteta's rebuild takes another step forward. So it looks like Arsenal preparing a £30 million transfer bid after rejecting Sam Johnstone transfer for Sheffield United goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. And Aaron Ramsdale is a transfer deal that I need to see what you guys think in the comments. Do you think this will be a good transfer for £30 million onwards? It looks like Sheffield United are going to remain firm. They want £30 million, but they even want a little bit more than £30 million, and maybe £30 million and some add-ons. And for Aaron Ramsdale to be the fourth choice England goalkeeper, to be the second choice keeper, I also do think it will be a good deal. I want you guys to make sure to leave. Do you think this is a good deal? So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal willing to offer Leicester City 2 players to sweeten James Maddison's swap deal. So the reports are stating that Arsenal reportedly weighing up a move for Leicester City midfielder James Maddison ahead of the new season. Arsenal prepared to include Reece Nelson or Ainsley Maitland-Niles in a player plus cash deal for Leicester City's James Maddison this summer, according to reports. The Gunners are in desperate need of additional creativity in the middle of the park ahead of next season, as Mikel Arteta aims to lead a return to the Premier League's upper reaches. The Spaniard has already sanctioned their rivals with defender Nuno Tavares and central midfielder Albert Sambi Lokonga from Benfica and Anderlecht respectively. However, the Arsenal boss will be looking to follow up with the addition of a top-class number 10 in order to bolster his side's attacking threats. James Maddison has reportedly been earmarked as a priority target after establishing himself as one of the Premier League's most coveted playmakers during his time with Leicester City. He played an important role for the Foxes last season, chipping in with 11 goals and 10 assists in all competitions to help the East Midlands club seal Europa League qualification with a 5th place finish and clinch a historic FA Cup triumph. Despite Arsenal's interest, tempting James Maddison away from the King Power Stadium could be an impossible task, with Leicester City believed to be standing firm in their desire to keep hold of the former Norwich City man. A bid in excess of £50 million would likely be required to spark a serious discussion between the two parties, but Connor's director, Edu, appears to have a trick up his sleeve. Reece Nelson or AZ Maitland-Niles could be used at make weights to reduce the fee that would be tabled in any approach for James Maddison, according to the Daily Mail. The former struggled to hold down a place in Mikel Arteta's first-team picture last season and has been tipped to seek a fresh challenge this summer. Meanwhile, AZ Maitland-Niles was on Leicester City's radar back in January and has seemingly been deemed surplus to requirements in North London. The report claims that also wary of the Foxes' desire to retain Maddison, but those at the Emirates Stadium are said to be quietly confident that the 24-year-old's current employers can eventually be swayed. However, with the midfielder under contract until the summer of 2024, and Leicester City reportedly turning down a £70 million bid for his services from another Premier League club a year ago, it seems as though any move could be difficult for Arsenal to engineer. Former Gunners striker Kevin Campbell recently suggested that James Maddison can elevate his game to new heights by joining the club this summer, but expressed his frustration over the potential cost of a successful approach. It's really exciting to hear he's on our radar, Campbell told Football Insider earlier this month. I like him, I think he's a brilliant player. He's just still 24, so he's at a good age. He's a young, talented player. If he is coming to Arsenal, I believe he could go to that next level. The sticking point will be the fee though, because I believe Leicester are asking for crazy money at the moment. I know he's a very good player, but £70 million is a lot of money. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal can get that price down a bit. So it looks like Arsenal are willing to offer Leicester City 2 players to sweeten James Maddison's swap deal, and those are 2 players that Leicester City are even interested in signing as well, in the form of Reece Nelson and AZ Maitland-Niles. AZ Maitland-Niles is someone that's been linked to the host of a number of clubs, and Reece Nelson is someone that Brendan Rodgers is looking for as he looks for a winger at his football club, so James Maddison may become an Arsenal player. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup post using the special link I've put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 30 likes. Also subscribe for more daily videos and share the video with your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the latest videos on the screen and I'll see you there.